A public forum led by a state senator is turning into a much larger debate about the First Amendment. This video you see here was shot earlier this week, shows a back and forth between a videographer and State Senator Sue Serino, who represents part of Putnam and Northern Dutchess counties. You can see the pair arguing about whether or not the man can record this meeting. So we want to bring in our Capitol reporter, Kimberly Howard, who's covering this today. Kimberly, this was a community forum open to the public. So what's the problem here and what's the answer? Was this photographer within his rights?
Well, Cody, according to an expert on open government, he was. It was a public meeting in a public place, the Putnam Valley Town Hall. But there's still some debate over whether his right to record is protected, in fact, under the open meetings law specifically, or just more broadly, his First Amendment rights.
The event was billed as a community conversation with Senator Sue Serino, but before any of that could get underway, a photographer named Mert Melfa was asked to turn his camera off.
This is under open meeting law. People are allowed to film.
We just checked with that council and they said no.
Serino tells the photographer she wants to have an open dialogue with members of the community, and she's afraid some people may not want to speak if they know they're being recorded. We asked the executive director of the New York Committee on Open Government about that rationale.
Too bad. It's a public forum. If you don't want to speak, certainly that's your choice. But if you do, your words, your image are fair game.
But the photographer tries to compromise, saying he won't record the residents, just the senator's answers. That doesn't work either.
You don't want to be filmed, Senator. Is that correct? You don't want to be filmed.
Eventually, a Putnam County deputy gets involved.
We've asked you to be respectful. It's a Putnam Valley meeting. You're not a Putnam Valley resident.
Freeman's take on that rationale?
It doesn't matter whether you are from the community or from Timbuktu.
The video continues. The deputy telling Melfa he's pushing the line of being arrested. The Putnam County sheriff issuing this statement of apology, saying his deputy was acting in good faith based on what he was told by Serino's legal counsel, adding that that legal opinion, quote, does not appear to be in accord with open meetings law. Freeman admits whether the situation is covered under that law is debatable, depending on whether the board members were there as a public body to conduct business or if they were there as audience members. Still, he says public officials should always expect to be recorded in public places.
I hope that it's a learning experience for all of us.
Now, we, of course, reached out to Senator Serino several times to hear her take on this, and we haven't heard back yet. We do know that she addressed the issue at another meeting the following day, saying that, quote, certain individuals have videoed her conversations with constituents, edited and distorted them. She then added that she had her own videographer there to record that meeting in its entirety. Live at the Capitol Bureau, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.
That's certainly interesting. Kimberly, thanks.